I'm going to run through 13 key numbers you should care about for fantasy football after week 8. I'm calling this Nesto's Numbers, where every week I do a deep statistical analysis into a number of players to help you win your fantasy football leagues and get an edge when forecasting player performance. 42, that's not only the secret to the universe, that's the number of targets that Jamarrchase has the last 2 games. NFL record. This is why I had Jamarrchase as the number 1 receiver on my board all season long, even when everyone wanted to downgrade him. It's very clear that this guy is in a league of his own. Puka's the only guy that's even on the same level. 36%, someone in the comments will tell you what that means. 11.7, that's the number of air yards per pass attempt for Bo Nix this week. His highest total of the season, one of the highest of any quarterback this year. I was skeptical about the volume that Bo Nix would get passing in this offense, but combined with the fact that he gets rushing touchdowns and he's throwing it deep down the field, his actual fantasy points per pass attempt are much higher than I predicted. This reason I'm moving him up my QB ranks. You can view where I rank all these players, by the way, at my site, fansports.com. 325. That's the number of yards after catch for the season for Tucker Kraft. He led all tight ends in yards after catch last season as well as a rookie. He's elite at tight end, but the thing is that I like Trey McBride a bit better because the Green Bay offense does spread the ball around a lot, so Kraft isn't going to get as many opportunities. He's kind of reliant on big plays at this point. 2.37. That's the number of seconds per pass attempt for Tua Tagovailoa. That's the shortest time to throw he's had by far this season. It's a very good sign actually for his performance. His average depth of target was only something like 3 yards per attempt, but at the same time he had 4 pass touchdowns, his best game of the year. McDaniel seems to be simplifying the offense for him, which is a bad sign if you're trying to stream defenses against man. 20.6%. This was the snap share for Travion Henderson this week in what I called a breakout in my last video. Some comments gave me flack for that call that he was a breakout since he did lose a fumble late in the game, but he was still by far the most effective rusher on the Patriots. Andre Stevenson had way more snaps, but only 2.4 yards per carry compared to 7.5 for Travion. He's only 1 or 2 more solid performances like this away from taking the lead in this backfield. He still remains a solid late season hold. 22.2%. That's the number of snaps that Dalton Kincaid had in this game for the Bills. The skill set and situation is there for Kincaid to be a top 10, even higher tight end, but the fact is that his volume is going to be severely limited, especially when the Bills are not in competitive games like they were this week against the Panthers. 28 out of 36. That's the number of snaps that Tyrone Tracy received after Cam Scattergood got injured. He's going to be the top waiver wire pickup this week. He got snaps both in run and pass situations. Remember, he's a former receiver, so this is a guy with 3 down upside. I really like it. 47%. That's the snap share for Devin Neal in New Orleans. He's basically splitting carries now with Alvin Kamara. Kamara's not even getting any of the 3rd down carries practically at this point. His main upside was as a PPR receiver, but he's just not getting the catches anymore. 28.3%. That's the number of snaps that Samaj P. got for the Cincinnati Bengals. Not on 3rd down, where he's been playing most of the year, but on early down. Led the team in rushing. I still like Chase Brown. Consider the Bengals have the friendliest opposing schedule for running backs the rest of the season. So this isn't so much a downgrade for Chase Brown, it is an upgrade for Samaj P. Both of these guys are going to be startable in the flex or RB2 spot. I had to cut a handful of stats out of this video because I needed to make it under 3 minutes. So if you go to my Patreon, you can see the full entire video. Just $2 a month to support me. I really appreciate you guys. Don't forget to check out fansports.com. I really appreciate all the positive things you guys are saying. Thank you for spending a few valuable minutes of your day with me. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.